morning, everybody. Happy, bright, and shiny morning. I mean, I know it's already 11 a.m., but here in Team Asia, we always believe that it's morning all day long, I think. So, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Let's Talk with Team Asia Training Online. I am Bea Lim, the Managing Director of Team Asia, and your host for this awesome session this beautiful Thursday morning. Thank you so much for making us a part of your Thursday morning, and I'm looking forward to having this conversation with you guys. So once again, I'm Bea Lim, Managing Director of Team Asia, but secretly, and well, you guys know this now, I like calling myself the Chief Storyteller because that's what I do actually. I'm a storyteller, and our topic for today is all about the art of storytelling. So before we get into that, I just wanted to wish everybody a good week. I mean, I hope you guys are doing well. I know that it's been quite a roller coaster this first half of 2020. I mean, it started with a volcanic eruption here in the Philippines in January. And then, of course, we have the global pandemic of COVID-19, and we've all had to shift our personal lives, our work, and we have really gone into a work from home setup as well. So I'm sure that you and I have been through a lot of different things in the past 6 months, and we are praying and looking forward for brighter days ahead. And that's actually why we're here today. I know it's been quite a challenge to learn and work from home, but we want to make it brighter and better for you guys out there. So if you guys feel the way we do, and that you guys are, also feeling the struggle a bit, and that you're looking forward to brighter days ahead, please do leave a comment on the comment section down below. I encourage everybody to leave your comments, questions, things that you guys would like to ask me about Team Asia or Team Asia training online, as well as the art of storytelling. So please, let's engage, because I would love to talk to you guys on that note. All right. So here at Team Asia Training Online, let me talk to you guys about that for just a bit. We strongly believe that learning and development should never, ever, ever stop. It's, our continuous improvement, and that's the art of learning. It's us being able to upskill, reskill, and continuously hone ourselves, right? We should always work on bettering ourselves despite physical distancing, despite the restrictions that we have there. Whether you're a professional working remotely or a student learning online, Team Asia Training can help you professionalize yourselves in the virtual space. Now, we want this brief question and answer, or Let's Talk with Team Asia Training Online, to be an opportunity for you guys, ladies and gentlemen out there, to ask us your pressing concerns about Team Asia Training, or our line of expertise, or any of the training sessions actually that you guys would like to have as we continue working through this new normal. And today I want to focus on the art of storytelling. So I did give you guys a quick sneak peek, right, on that topic, because I do believe that what I do in life is storytelling. I'm a storyteller. I love doing what I do, and I would like to impart that passion to you guys so that we can all create compelling, relevant, and beautiful stories that can incite action and can inspire other people as well. Everything in life actually, guys, has a story behind it, right? This session in itself is actually a story. And the key is in the delivery, where even the most seemingly mundane ideas or presentations can be communicated in a very interesting and captivating manner. And I know, with this new normal of us being in the virtual space, it's quite challenging. And a lot of the questions is okay, if I'm limited with this screen, what do I do with it? And how can I actually share stories, or how can I captivate my audience with what I'm saying? Well, I'm telling you guys, there is a way, and that is what we're going to be discussing in the art of storytelling, and that's what I can actually coach you on as well, right? For us, captivating stories can make ideas stick. The necessary skill required to excel in presenting ideas begin with proper delivery, whether it be face-to-face or in the virtual space. It is an essential skill, people, to master in the new normal, and we're here to help you out. So you guys might be wondering, why am I into storytelling, or why do I say that I'm a storyteller by profession? Well, my passion for storytelling actually, guys, started when I was this small. I love stories. I I have been captivated by stories ever since I was young, and they came in the form of, of course, Disney stories, your bedtime stories, lullabies, Lola Bashang, the Alamats, novels, music, and all that jazz, right? And I have always wanted to be a storyteller because I felt that that was the most connected I was in the world. When I was telling stories, that was when I felt that I was connecting most with people, is being able to share stories that matter, share stories that I found interesting, and looking for other like-minded individuals that found it interesting as well, or just really being connected to people and the world by sharing stories that are universal, that are things that can be new to other people. It's just really a form of engagement, interaction, and acceptance in the world. And I feel that, that was my jam. It was something that really made me happy. It was something that I was very passionate about, to the point, actually, guys, that I took up literature in college. So yes, I am a lit major. I majored in both literature and marketing management. So a lot of people were asking me, what does literature and marketing have to do with each other? And my answer is everything, right? Because marketing is actually an art of storytelling. And what I've learned in literature, not just the beautiful stories, the novels through the centuries or generations, but it's also about being able to look into the technical aspects of storytelling and using it to your advantage to be able to get your messages across and incite the action that you need from a marketing standpoint. So I think I'm talking too much and sharing with you guys what I'll be sharing or teaching you guys in the art of storytelling. So I'm just going to leave that for when we have a deeper dive into the conversation of the art of storytelling. But I just wanted to share why I'm so passionate about it. And I feel that people need stories, especially during this time, during the pandemic, when there is physical distancing and people are more attached to their screens or their work. You need stories or content that are compelling, that are relevant, that are impactful and meaningful, something that matters to you, something that gives you a break, or something that pushes you to move forward despite everything that's going on out there. So yes, storytelling, guys, is key. As you can see, I'm super passionate about it, and I can't wait to talk about it with you guys some more. So you know what? Let's talk about the value of impactful online storytelling. I'm opening up the virtual floor for any questions you guys may have for Let's Talk or our Q&A session. Please key in your questions in the comment section so we can flash it on screen, and I'll be reading it out to you guys. Ask me anything. I mean, on storytelling and TeamAsia training online, or TeamAsia in general. I would love to be able to connect with you guys and share what I do know about storytelling and see how we can better our engagement when you guys come in for the TeamAsia training session on the art of storytelling. So I'm opening up the floor for any questions you guys might have. Go ahead. So while we're waiting for Q&A questions also to come in, I just also wanted to share with you guys this tip that I want you guys to know, is that storytelling, guys, is not just about entertainment or getting people to be excited about what you're sharing. Storytelling is about igniting passion. It's about inciting action. It's meant to make something happen, whether it's getting inspired by it, taking a rest, or actually doing something, or speaking up, or wanting to talk about it with another person. Like, storytelling is so much deeper than just entertainment and getting stories out there. And I do believe that it's not about once upon a time and ending with happily ever after. It's about everything that happens in between, for you as the reader or the listener, and for the person who is a storyteller. And it's such an exciting world, and I can't wait to share those tips and tricks with you guys. So we do have our first question. First question on our chat group. Paolo. Hi, Paolo. Good morning. Okay, and Paolo's question is, recently, everything has been so serious. I know, for sure. When can we go back to telling funny stories? Paolo, you know what? I'm going to tell you this. We need funny stories now. We need stories that ignite, like what I said earlier, ignite passion, that allow people to have that break, to take life as it is, and to be inspired and motivated to move forward. Now, it's very important to know that we cannot be tone deaf. Like, I know everything out there is, devastating and stressful, and there's so much negativity and worry and anxiety. And what we need now actually are stories that will inspire, are stories that will make us feel that there is hope, that there is a life actually after all of the things that we are experiencing now. So, I think that we should never stop talking about or having funny stories or sharing stories that are not serious. It's just about being sensitive about what's going on out there, and using your humor, using your own spice and your own style in storytelling that will say, hey, you know what, guys, this is happening, but we shouldn't lose hope. We should always look at the silver linings, and this is the story that I want to share now. So I hope I was able to help you, Paolo. Thanks so much for your question. It's so relevant. I'm glad you asked that. Thank you. Okay, so we have also a question for Fabian Savior. Hi, I hope I was able to say your name right, Fabian. Hi, Bea. I agree with you about on the learning part. That's nice. Here are some of my questions. Appreciate your insights. What's the most important factor in storytelling? How do you assess storytelling is a success? Okay, for me, Fabian, the most important, oh my gosh, there's so many important factors in storytelling, but okay, for me, you can never forget about your audience. You need to know who your audience is. And I think that, it's one of the most important factors that you have to take a look at when you do storytelling. You need to know who your audience is. You need to put yourselves in their shoes and imagine what it is that they want to hear or how they would like to hear it. Because the point, again, of your stories or storytelling is for you to resonate. You need to resonate with your audience. So putting yourselves in their shoes and being able to imagine how they would like to take up that story will help you a lot in developing your story. And if I may, to already actually put you into your second question already, which is how do you assess storytelling as a success? If your audience is listening, agreeing or disagreeing with you, interacting and engaging with you. If you are able to captivate your audience and they are resonating with you and that they feel closer to you and they feel connected with you, that, my friend, is already a check mark in your successful storytelling. So Fabian, I hope I was able to answer your question, but great question. I have so many things to share about the important factors, but yes, audience first, and then how to tell a story. Okay, we have another question. We have from Paolo Hervasio. Hey, Paolo. We have two Paulos now. Does the importance of visuals change for storytelling in an online space compared with a real world setting? So real world is in like parentheses. I'm guessing that it's face to face, right, Paolo? Visuals are an important part of storytelling regardless of the setting. Like, again, virtual space. So storytelling is storytelling, right? It's being able to share an idea or a story with your audience the most captivating, the most passionate, the most unique way possible, right? And visuals allow you to actually drive the point home even more. What has changed in the virtual world actually is just the channels. So what my take there is that you use visuals that are able to really put your point across and use it to your advantage. So right now in the virtual space, because everybody is on screen, and Paula, I'm sure you know this, we're like stuck in this little box here. And so definitely, if you're going to be sharing stories, you would rather show visuals on the sides or beside you or out, even with just your voice as the background, more than just putting out words, because people are going to see the visuals rather than something that's text heavy, right? So visuals will definitely be an important factor, but you also have to experiment on what will work for you depending on your story. So actually, my answer there is not based on the channel or how you're going to do it, but it's actually dependent on your story. Pick the visuals that would best represent your story and drive that point across. Thank you so much, Paolo. Glad you asked that question. All right. Georgina. Hey, Georgina. How are you? Good morning to you. Yes, ma'am, I agree with you. Storytelling can really ignite passion. Yes! Oh my goodness. I totally agree. And thank you for agreeing with me. Sorry. How can we spice up our storytelling to make it more interesting aside from injection of humor? Oh, there are a lot. Emotion. You need earlier when I answered the question of Fabian on one of the most important factors is it's your audience. You need to get to know them, and you know we all have feelings. We have emotions, and for me, storytelling is not just about being able to paint a pretty picture and get people to imagine a world where they are in and draw them into that crowd, right? You need to be able to connect with them in a very for me emotional way. I like being able to know what my audience feels, not only what they think but what they feel. So humor is one of those things that will definitely get us, you know, because humor for us is something that, you know, we can all relate to. We need humor in our lives. We want to have fun, but at the same time there are stories that need compassion. There are stories that need um, other feelings or other emotions that will convey the message you want to come across. One of my favorite examples of that one is Kwentong Jollibee. Like, you know, like I can never forget the first time that they released those Valentine series. Like I was watching it actually in Team Asia HQ. My team was watching it, and I entered the office and I saw that they were all watching it from one of our computers, and you could see their faces. I was actually enjoying. I didn't know the video yet. I haven't been able to watch the video, but I could see that the emotions on their faces, because one wanted to cry, someone was clutching their heart and their chest, like that. Man, that resonated with me. So for me, it's all about being able to draw in or tap the emotions and feelings, and I think that that's one of the ways to make it interesting. Paint that pretty picture, but also allow yourself to tell your audience, hey, I'm here, and I want to draw you in with emotions as well. So hope I was able to answer your question, Georgina. Thank you. Thank you for asking that. Oh, I have Neil. Hi, Neil. Yay! Yay! Thank you so much, Neil. Been following your podcast on Spotify since the beginning. Oh, thank you so much. So yes, guys, if you have not checked that out, please do so. It's B2B Breakfast to Business every Monday morning. With your morning girl, Bea Lim. So I would like to ask Posana about stage presence. Okay, that's very good. Stage presence is part of storytelling, right? How do you command stage presence when your body language is limited on screen? Oh my goodness, Neil, this is such a good question. You know, a few weeks back, we had Team Asia Experience Online, and we had a topic actually on creating or brightening up your virtual space, because like what I mentioned earlier, this is it. Ito na yon. This is what we need to use as our storytelling method, right? Here's the thing. You need to be able to create a space that will draw attention to you, right? So your background has, well, my background now are books. So can you, that actually speaks a lot that I am a storyteller. So I'm sharing already sort of what the topic is at hand, which is stories, right? And books best represent storytelling, right? You also have to be able to command presence with your virtual space or your own personal branding, your own virtual image, right? So you have to dress up for the part. You have to show up like, you know, with your best storytelling suit on, whether it's, you know, your work from home get up or whatnot, but you need to be able to dress also in the style that will captivate your audience to look at you and listen to the stories that you want to share. So it's your background, it's yourself, but most importantly, it's your voice and your hand gestures. Don't be limited just because it's a screen or a rectangle I feel that I connect with you guys actually even more when I am imagining that there is no screen actually in between us, that I'm talking to you, Neil, like this, and that I am sharing with you my story through you know, exciting voices or passionate voices, and having hand gestures that convey the message that I want to tell you. Like now I'm so passionate, as you can see with my hands. And so I think that you have to just be authentic. You have to be your authentic self. Do not be bogged down by the fact that it's just a screen or a rectangular box, right? Work with it. Whether you want to have props in your background, whether you want to dress the part, whether you want to have music, always remember, guys, that you need to ignite or you need to tickle the five senses of a person. And while physical distancing is a restriction for sure, you can get them to hear you, see you, maybe not smell you, but you could actually also put plants around in the background so that they can feel that, right? and you just have to ignite that passion and feeling so that you can connect with your audience. So I hope I was able to answer your question, Neil. I know it was like so long, but tune in actually to B2B next week. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, because that's actually a topic that we're going to be looking into for next Monday's episode. So thank you so much, Neil. Yay! There you go. And I think we have one last question on the line. Perfect. Okay. Hey, Alexandria, for you, what stories are most effective? A story everyone can relate to, or unique story no one has heard of? Ooh, this is such a beautiful, awesome question. Thank you so much, Alexandria. My question, hands down, is a story that everybody can relate to, okay? Because you want to be able to resonate with your audiences. You want to be able to connect with them in the most authentic, the most real, and the most exciting way. But what you need to do is to share that story or tell that story that everybody can relate to in a unique way. That's the twist there. That's how you actually spice this up. So for me, what really captivates an audience is something is a story that they can relate to, that they can share on their own. But the secret sauce there is, how are you going to make it different? How are you going to make it unique for them? All right. I think we've got time's up for us. We just wanted to have like a quick let's talk session. I know that there are a couple of questions left. Ooh, okay. We have one last question that we really want to be able to answer. So I hope you guys can extend. I mean, I'm okay to extend just for a few more minutes. So, hey, Mabel. Hi, Mabel. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'd like to ask for your thoughts or tips we can do and incorporate in our reading program for our school. Okay, we will be introducing a collaborative reading activity for parents and students in light of the alternative mode for education. Very important. Thank you so much, Mabel. I think storytelling will be a good foundation to get parents and students to work together. Absolutely. We'll appreciate your thoughts on this. Thank you very much. Okay, so some tips on storytelling for... I would love to actually talk to you separately on this, Mabel. So I'll probably just message you also on our TeamAsia Training Facebook as well. Number one, I think storytelling is a fantastic way to not only get students and parents to gel together, but teachers as well, right? Storytelling for me is one of the very first ways that you can educate someone else, right? It's that first reaction or first contact. When it comes to storytelling and learning. So I feel maybe one of the tips that I can share with you actually is, if you're going to be working with parents first and foremost on storytelling, it would be good to have interactive sessions like this, wherein you guys can do practice sessions on storytelling with parents and your students actually also, or any other trainer that will be doing the alternative modes of learning, is to have one-on-one sessions like this on Zoom or on Facebook or any other video app where you can see each other, give each other comments that that can be about projection, that could be about stage presence, that could be about voice modulation, that could be about the way you do storytelling, right? So it's number one, delivery. I think another session that you can have also is probably having a quick session on how to develop stories, because I believe that that's one of the ways that you can get actually students to be creative, is to to pique their curiosity and get them to imagine things. So maybe have like a curriculum, like, it doesn't have to be long. It could be like a 45-minute session wherein you get people, or you get your students, parents and students alike, to do word maps or imagination maps that can ignite their imaginations and get them excited about things, and then get them to string different stories using those activities. I would actually love to work with you on this one, so we can take this offline as well. I hope I was able to answer your question though, Mabel, and more power to you. This is a fantastic way on getting those that strong foundation for students, parents, and teachers. All right, so I think time's up. Well, we did extend for a little bit, but I was happy to, and I hope you guys also enjoyed this Let's Talk with us. Thank you so much for being a part of our Thursday morning, guys. It means so much for me that you guys took your time this Thursday morning to be part of Let's Talk. Now, this is just a sneak peek, guys. This is just the tip of the iceberg, so to speak, because there's so many more things that we can talk about storytelling, and I would love to share with you guys what I've learned and some tips and tricks on how to do effective storytelling, not only online, but for your profession, or even for just skills that you want to be able to have personally, right? So I would like to help. I would like to actually help more and get you guys into the groove of the art of storytelling. So I do encourage you guys to please sign up for the Art of Storytelling online here at TeamAsia Training Online. We will be having a lot of different sessions that are done by industry experts on handling difficult people, effective communication skills, being able to train yourself up for the virtual world, taking care of your personal brand, and also online selling, because of course the new normal has brought on new things that we would like to upskill ourselves for. So if you guys would like to know more about these different sessions, or if you want us to customize a session for you guys, which is my absolute favorite, let's talk. Please email us at training@teamasia.com, or you can also message us on our Facebook page, Team Asia Training. We're also cooking up interactive training sessions, so please stay tuned on that one. We'll be pushing out some announcements for you guys, so I'm super looking forward to that one. And I hope you guys did enjoy this quick Let's Talk session with me, Bea Lim. So once again, guys, I would like to invite you to the art of storytelling, because guys, storytelling online is just the beginning, and there's a lot more to share, enjoy, and engage in the storytelling world. So once again, this is Bea Lim, your chief storyteller from Team Asia, signing off for this morning's Let's Talk session, and I'm hoping to see you guys soon. Take care, guys. Have a great Thursday and Friday ahead, and don't forget, rest this weekend, have some me time, and get your learnings online, guys. Learning never stops. Thank you so much, and take care. Bye.